Yo guys, it's your buddy Blues Enzan. As you can tell, Gundam Wing was a series that Iron Blooded Orphan reminded me of. Well, at least one of two. The reason for that, which I'll get into right now, but before that, you might be noticing some manga strips. Yeah, this is going to be one of my first anime/manga reviews. Even though I didn't want to do the manga portion of it because the series isn't done and I like doing the ones that are complete. So then when I put this link down to it, you guys can read the whole series and enjoy. But this is a really good one, so let's go for it. So anyways, back to the topic. The reason why this reminds me of Gundam Wing is because, well, colonies, Mars, Earth Federation, douchebags to the colonies, douchebag to the Martians. They both have a representative that wants independence from the Earth Federation. So one thing we all know, Earth Federation always are assholes. If you notice in most Gundam series, they always turn out to be dicks. I don't know why, I guess it's it's the standard. But anyways, for Gundam Wing, you had the governor guy, Hero Yui, not the pilot, governor, who wanted independence from the Earth Federation, the Earth Sphere. And then you have Kagalia, who wanted independence from Mars. Difference is, Hero Yui was assassinated, and Kagali's, which I'm probably saying her name wrong, her assassination attempt was failed. So one thing we get is, oh my god, that's so similar, but at the same time it's like, wait, if you think about it, if Hero Yui from the colonies didn't get assassinated, then the scientists wouldn't have made Gundams and then do Operation Meteor. So in a sense, Gundam Wing shows what happens when the assassination happens, and then Iron Blooded Orphan does the opposite and goes and shows when the assassination attempt failed. I know either way there's gonna be war and stuff, but regardless of the fact, it's sort of like you have this whole diverge of paths, like you have two paths and they just cut through. That's pretty cool. Another thing that they're similar, Iron Blooded have the orphans who've been trained and all that. Their training's insane because the little the whisker is super painful. The Gundam pilots, they trained like crazy. Hero Yui, we know, has bullshit experiments and stuff on him. Because if you notice when they did the body check and stuff, how he had previous injuries, but his body healed and stuff, so it's weird. Dual Maxwell had training. Troll Barton, aka No Name, he had training as well. It was before meeting the Gundam creator of Heavy Arms, so that's interesting. Wu Fei, when you read this manga, also called Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, Glory of the Losers, it shows Wu Fei's past, like him and his fiance, who piloted a prototype Tolgis, whoa, but he was trained too. Catra, not gonna lie, not a lot of people like Catra, so I'm not gonna mention him. Bye Catra, I'm sorry. It's not my dislike for you, it's the people's dislike for you. So moving on. Another similarities. Another thing. In episode 2, when Crank and Mikhail fought Barbados versus the newer mech, Crank said, oh, your unit's old, it can't go up against the newer unit. Which I found hilarious because in episode 2, review, I was wondering, wow, what series it reminded me of? What did that line remind me of? And I remembered. It was during the fight between Zex Marquise's Tolgis versus those two upstarts who had the Cancer and the Aries. Remember how they they were saying oh, you're an old unit and stuff, they can't mess with our new shit, and then Zex freaking wrecked those two little shits. There you go, same thing. So that's another thing that adds similar. So it's oh man, that's cool. And one other thing, you know how when Mikhail, oh my god, I'm most likely messing up his name, but you know when he first used the Barbados and stuff, he had the feedback and he freaking suffered from it and stuff. It's oh man, you can't hide that. Zex Marquise, when he first took the Tolgis and tried it out, his body suffered too because the Tolgis disregards the pilot inside. So you have to adapt to the unit, not that the unit has to adapt to you. If anything, same thing. So of course the main character is gonna adapt. Like Mikhail, he's gonna adapt. Mika, there you go. Mika's gonna adapt to the Barbados, so that's gonna happen. But it's so cool, oh my god, so much similarities in just 2 episodes. A lot of people are gonna love this because every Gundam fan I know of You guys love Gundam Wing. You guys hold it to regards Toonami, all that. I love Gundam Wing too. It's not my favorite of them. It's in my top 5. It's still up there. It's an amazing series. But moving on. Now, what we know about Gundam Wing is, or for people who don't know about Gundam Wing is, like I said, Earth Federation being douchey to colonies, won't give them independence. They had to take it upon themselves because they're being treated horribly. So scientists, 5 scientists, made 5 Gundams, send them to Earth, Project Meteor, to take out the main organization that's oppressing them. There you go. That's Gundam Wing. And then you have Relina Peacecraft, who's, you know, after a while becomes a good character, just wants to go for peace. That's one thing that they diverge on. Even though they both have peace-loving girls, like, Relina, look, I understand Relina's point of view. I know people hate her, but I'm cool with her because you have to put yourself in her shoes, excluding the part about Hero Kill Me. But Kagalia, she's smart. Like, I know she doesn't understand the orphans, but she knows what's going down. But knowing and seeing are 2 different things. So you can't hate her for that. At least she's trying. So she's fucking already top tier when it comes to a female prodigy. Well, anyways, now talking about the Wing series, the manga. You're probably wondering, what's the difference between Gundam Wing Glory of the Losers? Easy. It's a remake of the original with a lot of changes. As you see right there with the Tallgeese with the wings and the lance. What? They did something interesting. They took the units and they upgraded them. Like, there it is. As you see in the little lineup there, they all look different. I'll use Heavy Arms for example. Alright, you know, people would be thinking like, alright, Heavy Arms has a lot of artillery, it's pretty deadly. Endless Waltz has more, pretty scary. But nah, dude. Glory of the Losers Heavy Arms shits on Endless Waltz 1. That dude's a monster. He has so much weaponry, it's insane. His knife, like his indestructible, I can block beam weaponry, and I can cut through Gundanium knife. It's been upgraded. Not that little like slash knife, now it's like this huge ass fucking survival knife. It's so fucking beast. And the Tallgeese has a lance. And another cool thing that these units have now is that they have little like extra parts that they can attach whenever they need. So if you're in a situation that you need a certain thing, like the Gundam, like you have the parts to put on the Gundam, which is like cool, that's adapting, fucking awesome. I'll give you an example. Like when Hiro Yui took the parts from the depth sights and then put it onto the Wing Gundam, and then when he dipped, and then when Dual Maxwell fixed up the depth sight, he's like, okay, Hero's Gundam is a flyer type, so let me attach wings on depth sights, which you saw in the picture, and then boom, like it's like, holy shit, man, you guys are adapting for everything. That is so crazy. So that's one thing to look forward to. I honestly can't wait for the day that the manga series is complete, so I can just like read it from start to finish and just see all the upgrades. Like, I want to see if they did any like attachments to like fucking Epion. That's what I'm looking forward to. I saw like a picture of the Wing Zero, so it's like the series Wing Zero, which in my opinion, look, I like the Angel one, sure, like everyone else, but me, I prefer the ship one, the one that turns into like a fucking plane, because the Buster Rifle looks fucking better, and the whole, it has a shield. I know the wings can act as a shield, but it's like, I don't know, man. I feel that, like, I just like the TV series version of the Wing Zero better. But anyways, that's it for part 1 of 2 parts of 2 Gundam series that Iron Blooded Orphan reminds me of. Can you guys guess what the next series is? Who knows? Find out next episode. So this has been your buddy Blue Zen Zen signing off and looking forward to more Iron Blooded Orphan. Peace.